My name is Jonathan Clark. I'm the pharmacist founder of Locum. Locum is an online platform connecting pharmacists with employers. So we work with over 8,000 pharmacies across the UK and supply pharmacists for work on both a temporary and permanent basis.
So Johnny's a fully trained pharmacist, and whenever he first left university, like most new pharmacists, had to go out onto, as he would describe, the streets of pain, or you literally have to go around pharmacy to pharmacy handing out your CV. As he was going through that journey himself, he thought there has to be an easier way to do this.
So I think I first came about Entrepreneurial Spark on social media. It was a Facebook post, and I was intrigued at what it actually was. I'd heard the term business accelerators, especially on an American side of things, but never actually heard of something happening locally within Northern Ireland. Michael was operating the business at a local level in Northern Ireland while I was managing functions from the opposite side of the world. So Michael done the interview and process for Entrepreneurial Spark, and we actually got rejected on our first application.
So what we suggested was come back to Belfast, get settled in, reinvigorate the idea in the company and see where you're at, and then reapply for the next intake. As soon as they started, it was quite clear that they were really serious about the future of this business and how determined they were to make it work. And within a few months, they had some of the biggest chains in the UK on board. So Boots and Wells and Lloyds were all either interested or already signed up. And to be doing that on top of a full-time job as a pharmacist in a hospital, that was, kind of proof in itself of how determined they were to make the team were to make this work.
It did get a bit much when you do your working week and you come on Friday and you have to sit in an hour and a half, and the temp checks are intense. But at the end of the day, we were working on the business, so it wasn't a sacrifice, it was a benefit to ourselves doing that.
Their process at that point was to work throughout the weekend to move the business forward as much as they possibly can while they were still in full-time work. And they were always at event nights, they always participated in all of those sessions as much as they possibly could. Their aim was that by the end of the first 6-month programme, both of them would be working on Locum full-time, and that's what they managed actually by June, so 2 months early, and hence why we awarded them the Accelerator Award in the awards in the summer.
So the Accelerator Award, I think we first won £7,000 in total. We used that to fund the hire of our first employee, and that really covered her initial training period. In June of this year, we were lucky to receive Techstart NI's Proof of Concept grant. That was an award of £10,000 we were able to put through to our development costs, and that really enabled us to launch our first MVP platform that we use today for use in the pharmacy market.
We're about to close our first round of investment, so for the company and for our development round and for the actual platform, it allows us to close that off and take on somebody full-time with support staff for contractors as well. It allows us to accelerate massively because we could grow it organically and kind of get incrementally bigger and bigger. However, we're looking to accelerate and put a rocket up this thing essentially and accelerate it as fast as possible, so it'll allow us to do that there.
We've been working frantically on these terms and what does this mean and what's happening here and what should you watch out for there. And I think what I sort of wrote and said to Johnny on Sunday was, I hope you're taking a moment this weekend to go, look how far you have come in a really short space of time, and if you think about what you were doing this time last year, what's happening now and what the possibilities are now this time next year, be taking a moment to take that all in before you then get back into the hard work of what you need to do next.
Our turnover has grew 5 to 6 times what it was initially, what we were working on. The further increases as well since we've come out of our full-time jobs and actually pushed all our resources into it. We've seen our turnover grow so much, and sometimes I close my eyes and think back where I am now, thinking back to where I was. It's unbelievable the journey that we've been on to this date. What my immediate plans for Locum is that we're going to grow it up to be the #1 booking platform, firstly for pharmacists throughout the UK. We also look to replicate the business name with a number of other medical professionals. But we also realise that there's pharmacies the whole way through Europe, and the same problem exists. So a pharmacy might not be open because they don't have the regular pharmacist staff on that day, and we want Locum to fix that problem.
I think we've been very lucky to be part of it. There's multiple things that do with Entrepreneurial Spark that you wouldn't have seen from even the get-go and reading around exactly what it would have been involved, whether it's from the event nights or it's the networking that you get, or whether it's just even your temp checks and kind of getting someone to kind of keep you on that their path and help you along with different things which that are stumbling blocks, essentially. So no, we've been very lucky to be a part of it, really.
I think how I've changed through the Entrepreneurial Spark journey is I've just learned so much. You know, I have no business background, didn't come from a business side. Nobody in my family was business related at all, and it's really been on a daily basis to learn so much about how to operate a business, how to grow a business, and working on the different tasks that come with that. In terms with me, I think I've learned maybe to let go a bit. You know, sometimes I think you can work 23 hours in a day and take an hour rest, where I've had to, I realised that I need to give myself a period of rest as well, and that further benefits the business the next day. Then I can come in and work at my optimum level as well in that way.